Hey guys, how's it going? And today I'm going to be showing you how you can get a good score in Call of Duty Black Ops on any game type. To start off, I want to show you the guns that I wouldn't recommend using throughout the game, as they are seriously underpowered, they have too much recoil, or they're just a bad gun all over. So first off, your submachine guns you don't want to be using is pretty much all of them, except for the AK-74, possibly the MP5K, and possibly the Mini Uzi. But the AK-74 is the one you want to go for. It's one of the best guns in the game. Everyone uses them. A lot of people complain it's overpowered, but personally, I don't think they're overpowered. It's overpowered because long range it does suck, and you can only really use a grip on it because the suppressor just makes it worse. Moving on to the assault rifles, pretty much all of them are good, apart from I'm going to get some stick from this now. The Commando. I really do not like the Commandos. It really has a really slow rate of fire, and it just doesn't help me because I'm a rushing person. It just does not help me whatsoever. I'm not into sitting in a building and just waiting for people. The G11 I wouldn't recommend either. I'd recommend using the M16 instead, as it's just an easier gun. It's got a bit less recoil. The AUG is seriously, I think it's underpowered in my opinion. But the guns and the FAL's a pretty good gun to be honest, but for rushing it's terrible. So the guns you really want to be using are the FAMAS, the Galil, and the AK-47. Moving on to shotguns, pretty much all of them are bad apart from the SPAS 12, which I love. Pretty much just use that and don't put a silencer on it, as it just ruins the range on it and you cannot get a kill at all. Light machine guns, what is the classified one? Let me check. Oh yeah, Stoner, of course. Is it Stoner? I don't know, but I'd recommend using that or the RPK. Stoner's more like an assault rifle, as it's really easy to aim, doesn't have a lot of recoil, but you have to put extended mags on it, as a very small clip for a light machine gun, and runs out of ammo pretty easily. So for that I'd recommend using Scavenger, but we'll move on to that later. Sniper rifles, the Dragunov and the WAT 2000 are pretty bad. The R98 is a good gun. I'd recommend using that of all the snipers. And the PSG one, I believe it is, I don't use that much, but from what I've seen I do think it looks like a pretty good sniper. Moving on to attachments, the attachments you really want to use are extended mag, silencer, grip, and that's pretty much it I think, because the rest of them are pretty much useless. Oh, and a red dot sight of course. Camos, blah blah blah, red, blah blah. Right. Secondary weapons, I don't use the specials like the ballistic knife and crossbow. I use the RPG mainly. I never use a lock-on missile, as I hate them. Pistols, I use any of the pistols, whatever the mood I'm feeling in. I think the SP is the best for rate of fire wise. Lethal grenade, Semtex all the way. Frag grenade if you want to get long range kills, and Tomahawk up some fun and you want to get some montage clips obviously. Tactical concussion, you can use decoy grenades if you want to. I used to use them, but slowly moved away from them, as I do believe that concussion grenades are the better grenade. Equipment, Claymore, C4 if you want, Jam will just let off your position really. Motion sensor, you get called a noob a lot. Tactical insertion, same as the motion sensor, and the camera spike, yeah, same as the other two. Perk 1, the best perk here is Hardline Pro obviously, as you get your kill streak 1 kill less, and you can change the contacts of your care package by double tapping square. So perk 1 should either be Hardline Pro, or if you're more of if you want some ammo, if you're using a gun like a Mac 11, if you really want to use that gun, we really wouldn't recommend it though. You need obviously more ammo for it, as a very small clip. Ghost, use that if you want to be stealthy. Search and destroy is probably the best game type for this. Flak jacket if you don't like getting blown up by claymores and anything else, but you can just use hacker instead. Lightweight if you want to run like a ninja. Perk 2, best perk in here is probably Sci-Fan Pro, as you can reload your gun faster, and Sci-Fan Pro lets you have your aim down your sights quicker, except sniper rifles, which is bad Treyarch to be honest. Steady aim, obviously you know what that's for. Well, you should all know what that's for by now. Scout, hold your breath longer. I believe Pro is once you stop running, you zoom in faster after you run. So like Modern Warfare 2, it's like Lightweight Pro. Harden, that doesn't really work very much. I don't like using that perk. Warlord for 2 attachment, a bit like Bling, and that's pretty much all of them, I believe. Yep. Perk 3, Best perk in here is Hacker Pro, as you can detect enemy explosives stuff. I think it was Sit Rep on Modern Warfare 2. And you can sabotage enemy care packages with Pro, so that's quite fun. Tactical Mask, meh, don't use that. Marathon if you want to run for ages, and Pro lets you run forever. Ninja more for search and destroy, as you can move silently, and Pro allow the enemy's footsteps. The second chance is for people who like to be cocky and like to survive every single bullet you shoot at them. Face paint, whatever. So these are the weapons, this custom class setups I use. I don't use this gun much. It's only really for if I want to spray out a load of people from a building or something, because I camp him. Stoner 63 with all the perks you just seen before. For which I think Hardline Pro goes all the way across the board. I think all the perks do actually, because I believe the perks I've got on now and the equipment etc. are the best equipment and perks you can use throughout the game. AK-47 with dual mags, as it's more assault rifle's more of like sitting in the building, most people believe, but I believe the AK-47 is good for rushing, and dual mags let you have that really quick reload if you've got to get rid of loads of people running at you. Galil, extended mags for the same reason before. I don't know what's going on with my secondary weapons, it's just random. It has I don't know, loads of people say the Galil's really good. I think it has a really high rate of recoil. I do not like using this gun very much. I don't know why I've got my weapon set actually, might change it. Shotty, it's past 12 for the win. You may be thinking, what? How is this a good gun? It is a really good gun. It has a fairly good range on it, and you don't have to cock it every time you shoot, so you can get people really easily. Against AK-74U, which everyone uses, this will beat it. Instead of Hardline Pro, I've got lightweight, because I wanted to run into the action to where they all are quicker. Other perks are the same. AK-74U, obviously, with grip, because it has a very high well, I wouldn't say very, but as a moderate rate of recoil. Grip just brings that down a bit. Same perks before. No camo, because it looks beast without camo, to be honest. And sniper rifle, I normally just use this for like montage clips and stuff. Tomahawk obviously for the montage as well. So I think that's pretty much it for weapon sets. Now we're going to move on to kill streaks. Only use kill streaks that you know you can get. If you know that you're not going to be able to get them throughout your league or something, just don't put them on, because it's just a waste of time really. So best kill streak setups, I say, for objective based helping your teams, from the spy plane, the counter spy plane, and the Blackbird. Blackbird's 8 kill streak, 7 kill streak hardline. So if you can't get that, just replace it with something like a care package and try and get lucky. Basically, the kill streaks I use are the Napalm Strike, the Blackbird, and the Chopper Gunner. The reason I use these kill streaks is because a Napalm Strike is very easy to get. It's only 4 kills of hardline, and it's very effective, as when it drops, I believe it's probably better than the Rolling Thunder, because as the Napalm Strikes come in, it leaves a trail of napalm on the floor, which if enemies run into it, they die, and you can also run into it. So that's the only problem with napalm. Blackbird for revealing enemy positions on the minimap, and you know their direction too, so it helps out your team and yourself a lot. And it also helps you get a Chopper Gunner. I'll sometimes replace that for attack dogs, depending on what map it's on, because they're very good on maps like firing range, let me think, launch, and grid. Gunship, I used to use that a lot. I've sort of come away from it now, as for 11 kills, might as well use a Chopper Gunner really. So yeah, that's basically the kill streaks, and I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, so thank you for watching this setup. I hope it helps you get a good score, and I'm going to put a quick gameplay on the end of this video. And I'll commentate that too, so I won't see you now. So I'll see you in a sec. See you for now. Alright, so I'm back. I got a team deathmatch gameplay for you on grid radiation, sorry. I'm going to be using the AK-74U with the grip and the perk saw earlier, the Hardline Pro, Steady Aim Pro, and no, not Steady Aim Pro, sorry, Sleight of Hand Pro, and Hacker Pro with the Claymore, Concussion, and Semtex. So during this game, about 1 minute in, I don't actually get a pretty good score, considering I had 1 bar connection throughout the whole game, because my connection's been terrible lately. I don't know what's going on. I think it just needs restarting or something on the internet. So basically I'm showing you, telling you and teaching you some tactics you can be using throughout Call of Duty Black Ops and other Call of Duty games if you haven't got Black Ops, because these tips do work for pretty much every game. So the biggest rule throughout Black Ops and all the other Call of Duty games, as I said, is to always predict where the enemy are going to be. If you know where the enemy are going to be, you're pretty much sorted and you're going to get a really high score. How are you going to know where they're going to be though? You can use a UAV, a spy plane, sorry, or Blackbird, but if you haven't got those up, you can tell by instincts, because if you look on your minimap, if you see now, see where my teammates are, they seem to be around the back and the left-hand side of the map. This means they'll be spawning inside the building to the right, which I'm running to now, and this person killed me here, so I came back and I got a 2-man spray. Since all my teammates are around this area, then they're all going to be spawning in the building, because that's how the spawn systems work. Always try not to get greedy here like I did. If you're trying to try and kill someone, don't be afraid to run away, because as the AK-74U, as I said before on the setup video, it doesn't have very good range. It's very weak at long range, so if you know you're not going to be able to kill him without getting shot, just run away and let your teammate get the kill, because it's just the same, it's just you getting like 50 points less and it still helps your team out. Claymore is a must for camp. Well, if you're going to camp, really, I don't want to call it camping, I'd more call it like defending an area and rushing. A Claymore is very vital, as say you're one off your Blackbird, your Claymore could get you that one kill you really needed to get a Blackbird, and you could die straight after. So without that Claymore, and I got a nice quad there, sorry I went a bit off topic, without that Claymore you probably wouldn't have got it. And say if you've gone and ran to a huge area and you've ended up being like covered, swarmed in enemies, it's like 5 you around you could kill like 2 of them, and say you can't kill the other 2 or 3, you could run away into some cover and stick Claymore down behind you, and you know that's covered your back, because your Claymore will save your ass if a enemy comes around the corner while you're guarding the other entrance. And once you've finished, now you can pick up your Claymore and you can move it somewhere else, or you can just leave it there and try and get a lucky kill. Outplaying an enemy is a very good idea too. If you know where the enemy is, and you know they could have a Claymore behind them, or they could be like guarding themselves, you could go to a different direction, as I went here, and I picked him off from underneath him, as he wouldn't expect that. If they don't expect it, they're not going to be able to get you, trust me. Going up behind an enemy is a very good idea. Flanking them into this building. See how I flanked him into this building here with a Blackbird. I sprayed him straight out. That was very bad accuracy because of my connection. I must say, whilst using your Blackbird, don't be tempted to run straight in and kill like loads of people expecting that you're going to get them all, because there's quite a lot of times when you're not going to be able to get them all, and sometimes one could spawn right behind you and you could look on your minimap at the last second and get shot. So if you know where they are, definitely, as I knew on the Blackbird here, just play it smart. As I did here, I saw him, I tried to kill him, but I couldn't, so I ran away quickly and tried to take cover into this building. Had to shoot this guy because I think he's about to run upstairs and try to camp. So once you know you've got some cover, you can sit down and rest, if that's where you want to put it, and just wait until you know the heat's died down, and you can run out again, reload, and kill some more enemies. Also, depending on what gun you're using, you're definitely going to need to use a different type of game style. Submachine, I'm going to go through them now. Assault rifles are mainly rushing / defending an area. If you want to call it camping, you can. Submachine guns mainly just rushing, playing just on the offensive, to say it as that. LMGs mainly defensively, defending an objective on demolition or domination, defending flags, etc. Shotguns, clearing out areas where you know there's a lot of enemies, or just feel like rushing, etc. Sniper rifles, quick scoping if you really want to try on Black Ops. No scoping if you really want to try on Black Ops, because Treyarch nerfed it because they're really annoying and they don't listen to us, the people who want quick scoping. So I call it my kill streak here, which was a very bad kill streak, that's why I sped it up. I only got like 4 or 5 kills in it, so yeah, it's basically the gameplay over. and the video and the tips. So I'll see you next time. Hope you comment, like and subscribe. Yeah, see ya.